Time right now, pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses across the country continue this morning. It's been more calm this morning, but heavy police presence remains on the campus of UCLA as protesters ignored warnings to leave overnight.
Clashes between the demonstrators and counter-protesters left at least 15 people injured yesterday at UCLA. At least one person had to go to the hospital. Police there did not step in for nearly 2 hours. California Governor Gavin Newsom called the response delayed and unacceptable. And now the university's president has launched an investigation. Now, on the other side of the country, police in New Hampshire say around 90 people were arrested as encampments there were cleared out at Dartmouth College. Dozens were also arrested yesterday at Tulane University in New Orleans and the University of Wisconsin.
Back here at home, pro-Palestinian protests at George Washington University entered day 8, and now some members of Congress are calling for the encampment to be removed.
Marcella Robertson is live this morning at GWU University. And Marcella, things have really picked up there in the last 20 minutes. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, certainly very active out here. I would say about 20 minutes or so. You can take a look here. The protests happening very early this morning. Again, just heading into the 5 o'clock hour here, but still things remain very peaceful. The protesters out here, a lot of this I wanted to mention has moved into the university yard here. So there are still tents across the street on 8th Street, but a lot of this has moved onto the university campus. When I first pulled up here, I did see that there were protesters calling for police to get off of campus, and we saw protesters, a line of them, following MPD officers off of campus here. But again, still things remain peaceful at this hour. I do want to mention this is day 8 of these protests here locally at George Washington University. All of the days here in the week or so has remained peaceful. I would say about a little bit more chaotic yesterday when some House Republicans visited this encampment, touring it here, calling for it to be removed. Some of them calling these protests anti-Semitic, unlawful, saying that these protesters were trespassing and want the city to have this removed. But the students and activists say they have been peaceful. They're not leaving until their demands are met, and some of those demands include wanting to GW to divest from Israel. They want the university to protect students who speak out in support of Palestine. Meanwhile, the House Oversight Committee also calling on Mayor Bowser and Police Chief Pamela Smith to testify in front of the House Oversight Committee next week about how they have responded to these protests. Take a listen to what they said yesterday.
The mayor knows our position. We expect the law to be upheld, and right now we have people breaking the law, and a lot of them don't look like students.
I thought it was interesting, and now the members have universities in their own districts, especially the member from North Carolina, and I was watching a lot of activity in North Carolina. It would seem that her energy would be best placed there.
And looking ahead to later this morning, we have learned of at least one Jewish pride rally happening just about a block away or so. But again, another look here live at protesters this morning where things have been pretty active. It looks like they have been out here chanting since about 4:30 this morning, again, remaining peaceful, but they say they are not leaving until their demands are met. Back to you guys.
Marcella with the latest thing.